Well, here we are at Link Up Live again, and we're talking to Steve Middlebrough from Siemens Engineering locally. Now, Steve, Siemens has made a massive investment locally, and it's a mix of sort of old-fashioned heavy engineering and modern software and high-tech, isn't it?
Well, our industry, like every industry, has changed hugely over the last sort of 10 to 15 years. Every control system has the latest software build standards and programmable logic controllers. So we're up there with the other high-tech industries, but we have to explain to everybody it's heavy industry as well. So we have both ends of the spectrum.
Now, I saw you watching Reggie's presentation on Google Glasses before, and I bet you can see 100 different uses for those, can't you?
Yeah, our field engineers having the ability to beam live diagnostics straight back to our desk office engineers would be perfect, and I expect us to be using that technology in the next couple of years. Absolutely.
Because, yeah, it occurred to me that if you're on a big project, you'll be able to see if it's going right on plan, if everything's arriving, a building's been built or a turbine's been installed. It is an amazing bit of technology, isn't it?
Unbelievable technology, and one of the really difficult things is we put them in the most inhospitable places in the world. So having one man out there who can beam all the information live back to the backup staff in the office will be key to A, supporting the customers, and B, getting success very quickly.
So when you install a bit of big engineering, something like a gas turbine, obviously that's got to be maintained. Can you use technology for the machine to kind of monitor itself?
Yeah, the latest generation of control systems have prognostic software built in. So the idea now is with our remote monitoring system, we can basically start, stop, control, do everything from Lincoln. And we want to be able to watch the machines because nobody wants to know when it's failed. They want to know beforehand because uptime and running time is key. So that's definitely the next generation of control systems.
Now, it's a big investment project that you've got going locally. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. The whole investment locally was to try and create a world-class facility. We wanted to basically increase our capacity so we can do more overhaul work in here and basically bring the existing facilities up to be world-class. So we've invested heavily in the infrastructure, the buildings, but also all the latest NC machinery so that we can produce world-class products out of Lincoln.
Well, it's fantastic news, and I was watching your presentation before. You've sort of built in plans for expansion. You've got extra land, haven't you?
Yeah, it's difficult to predict sometimes where our market's going to go, and many of the problems we had originally, we were landlocked and we couldn't really expand. We anticipate growing our business significantly over the next 10 years. The infrastructure's there, the mains gas and electric are there to allow us to grow, and we've got the land to allow us to grow as well, so we expect to grow.
Just sort of one final point, engineering is maybe not one of the sexy sort of career choices, is it? And we talked a little bit about that before, and you had a question from the floor. How do you think the government or local authorities, people in jobs, how can they change attitudes towards engineering?
Well, I think they can use businesses like ours to promote it better. We think we're the best kept secret, and it's very easy to promote trendy software, all this kind of thing. But I think you've seen the pictures, you've seen our facility, you see what we do. We just need to get it out into the media more and promote it to youngsters. This is a really attractive career.
Okay, well, Steve, thank you very much for your time. Steve Middlebrough there from Siemens, and obviously it's going places, big investment in Lincoln locally, and we'll have more from Link Up Live later on today.